All right, so we are back here at the shop, and we just got the new supercharger in from Kong, getting the export done on it. And I was going to show you guys a little bit about what they do here. I was a little concerned whenever I got it because of all the epoxy that is on the front, but apparently they just really hog out the inside, and they have to put that on the backside for a little bit more support. So this is a little bit about what the inside is compared to, this is a stock one that we have for another project that we're working on. But that is the stock one there, and here's the all CNC'd out all the way down inside, and with the back side too. This is, I mean, they really hog this thing out as much as they can. Where, I mean, it goes as far as deleting a whole bolt and covering it up with weld. But one of the things we learned is Kong does not port the runners, which I wasn't aware of until I got this thing. But apparently it doesn't pick up any power if you do port the runners. So we are working on getting engine bay ready to put it in. And it should only take probably an hour tops, less than that with Scott working on it. But as soon as we're done, we're going to be, oh, never mind, he's going to go ahead and throw it on now.
All right, all done.
It really is a pretty simple process. We're talking, what, 10 bolts to hold it on, and we got to throw the injectors back in. Like I said, I've got 1300 cc injectors on this thing, and we just redid the whole fuel system to be able to make this stuff work. So I was at the ragged edge of my fuel system last time, and the car made a little over 730, and now I'm expecting, you know, on the safe side, probably 800 with this port. But this supercharger was untouched, unported at all, and made 730, which is impressive. And the car runs on E85, and we're running a little bit different fuel system than most. We are running a return system with a squash setup with some big, I think they're 540 Hellcat fuel pumps. But we're gonna get this thing buttoned up and come back whenever we're all finished. So we're pretty much stage one completed here. We got the supercharger itself bolted back in. We got the fuel rails back on. About to put the, let's see, the injectors already. I'm about to clip them in. Got the connectors on, and then probably move to the lid and throttle body. And at that point, it's basically done. A couple routing, some lines, some fuel lines, water lines, intake, but that's kind of boring stuff. So we'll kind of skip over it as we go.
Boring?
I mean, it's boring for most everybody. Just clip, clip, clip. just finished up putting everything back together. This should be the finished package other than the engine covers and whatnot that we're gonna put on after this, but we're just gonna test fire it from here, make sure everything runs, there's no leaks or anything before we put the covers on. But we're gonna get fired up here in just a second. All right, we're about to check it for leaks right now. He's about to go ahead and turn it over, or turn the pedal forward and see if we got fuel pressure. All right, right off the bat, we got 60 pounds of fuel pressure. Let's see if there's any leaks. All right, I'm not seeing any leaks. Go ahead and crank it over. Sounds really good. All right, so the car is officially all the way put back together. We got all the covers back on it, and it runs great for what it is. I mean, the car is, the fuel system's basically a little untuned. It's got a lot more fuel pressure than it did before, so it's running a little bit higher on idle, but I haven't even shown this car off yet. It sits right now, it's on a drag pack with welds. Mickey Thompson's in the back. It's got a big trunk tank. Yeah, I mean, the whole car's a little messy right now. It's been sitting at the shop for, I guess, probably over a month now. We've been waiting on Kong to get us back this supercharger. It took a little bit longer than expected, but yeah, the car's just been sitting. It sat through an ice storm, and but yeah, it is all the way put back together. We just need to really spend some time in detailing it a little bit. But like I say, it's been sitting for a while out here at the shop, and it gets a little messy and dirty out here. But I'll definitely supposed to take it to the tuner on Monday. He's going to work it in whenever he can, hopefully next week as well, so we can get this whole thing wrapped up real fast. Like I said, the goal is, honestly, for me, the goal is 800. I hope it'll make more than that, but I'm trying to be realistic. It's still a stock bottom end car. It's basically everything else done, but it's still stock bottom end, stock trans. But there it is for now, and we'll touch back in here shortly.